Good afternoon. It's Captain Greg on Tally Ho, my 1988 O'Day 322, and today I'm going to be removing the propeller shaft. I'm getting ready to get a new max prop, and I wanted to get the old prop off and make sure the shaft was clean before that. So here I am trying to get the cotter key out. It was really stuck in there. Took a little bit of work, but I finally broke it enough to get it out. Next, I'm going to remove the shaft prop nuts. There's two of them, kind of like a jam nut. And here in a second, you'll see me do my righty-tighty, lefty-loosey check with my hand just to make sure I'm going the right way. Whoop, nope, going the wrong way. Gotta move that block around to the other side. I'm just using a big crescent wrench. It was all I had handy. I forgot my good sockets, so just a crescent wrench was able to get the second nut off. When I take the main nut off, I'm not going to remove it from the shaft. I'm just going to back it off a fair amount. I want to keep that propeller from popping off onto the ground. So I'm using a tool that my brother-in-law made for me. I gave him some specs on it, and I really had originally made it for pressing the bearing out of the strut. But I had a couple extra plates made so I can use it to pull the propeller off. I can use it to press the coupling off the propeller shaft, things like that. So really it's just a couple of pretty thick steel plates. The one closest to the strut has a 1-inch cutout in it, so it slides over the shaft. And the one in the back is just a solid plate. This one has a screw in it, right in the center, that I can screw in and take the point of the screw and put it right in the little dimple of at the end of the shaft. Helps keep it centered right there. There's a little bit of a close-up view. And I'm just hand tightening these nuts a little bit to make sure everything's lined up straight. And you can see the nut is still there on the shaft, so that the propeller isn't going to fall on the ground. The all thread that keeps these things together is pretty coarse threaded. And so it's a little bit harder to tighten these nuts. I think next time I would use some finer thread bolts or something, would make it a little bit easier. But and having a socket with a long handle would also make it a little bit easier. But I may be able to get them tight. That black block is just a piece of rubber I found in the parking lot. Not sure what it's for, but made a good block for the propeller to pin it up against there. And since it's rubber, it protected the boat and the propeller. So you can see I'm putting a fair amount of pressure on these nuts. Again, if it was a finer threaded piece of all thread, I think it'd be a little bit easier to tighten those things. But the idea here is just to start putting pressure on the propeller, squeezing it to pop off. It's a tapered shaft, tapered hub on the propeller, and they mate together very tightly. You don't want to be banging on things too hard. I do tap on it right on the hub of the prop a little bit, just to see if a harmonic vibration will get it to pop off. It didn't in this case, so I just went back to my wrenches and started tightening some more. So you can see it's taken a fair amount of pressure for me to get those nuts tighter and tighter and tighter. And then all of a sudden it's going to pop loose here in a minute, and you don't get any warning. So it's going to happen here in just a second, so pay attention and you'll see how quickly this prop will pop off. I think it's this pull right here. Boom. I swear it feels like you break something when it pops loose. Here's a slow-mo close-up view of that last pull that did it. You won't see anything until all of a sudden, boom, the thing just breaks loose. Boom, and that was it. She popped loose. The black thing falling in the picture was that block of rubber. So that was it. Once I got the propeller off, I grabbed an old sander, or a sander with an old piece of sandpaper disc on it. Wasn't very aggressive, and I just polished off the propeller shaft. Off camera, I took one of the two zincs off. They're actually magnesium because I'm in fresh water, and I'll replace one of them every year. I put a fresh one on and keep the best looking old one on there as well. So I'll be ready for my new Max prop whenever it comes, and shaft is ready. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you have a great day.